Hello dear students. Today I am going to explain you chapter number 8 of your English reader, The Diary of a Space Traveler. This chapter is written by Satyajit Ray and he was an internationally famous Bengali filmmaker, writer, illustrator and a music director. Apart from Professor Shonku's adventures, that is from the chapter, Ray wrote many stories, including those about the young Bengali detective Feluda. Some of his films are also for children, such as Gopi Gyan Bhagye Bani and Hirak Raja Desh. He was the son of writer Sukumar Ray. So, let us start with the chapter reading. First, three lines are here. Start with Professor Shanku, a Bengali scientist, has built a rocket and set off to Mars. His companions, that means his friends, are his servant Prahlad, his cat Newton, and a robot he has built called Bidhushekar. Read on to find out how their experience. That means in this chapter, the characters are Professor Shanku, a Bengali scientist, his servant Prahlad, his cat Newton, and his robot Bidhushekar. Let us start with the chapter. We landed on Mars 2 hours ago. Ago means previously, that already on Mars there had been 2 hours. I'm writing my diary sitting on a soft yellow rocky mound. Mound means a pile of earth or stones, or a pile of stones. It means so many stones are there and it creates a rocky type of shape, so we can sit there, but it is soft yellow rocky mound. Everything here, the trees, the ground, stones and rocks, is kind of soft and feels like rubber. It means just like in our earth, because we live in earth, that all these things are very hard, but now in the Mars, like the trees, the ground, stones, rocks, all are like soft, feels like rubber. A little distance away, a red river is flowing by. Now, at just some distance, a river is flowing by and the color of river is red. It took me a while to realize that it was a river, as its water looked like guava jelly, because the water is red, and it takes a few minutes to realize that yes, it is a river and the water just looked like guava jelly. The grass and the trees are all blue instead of green. Here in earth, the grass color, the trees colors are of green, but on Mars, that all are blue in color. And what is green is the sky, and here sky is blue of color, but there the sky is green of color. Everything is the opposite of what we see on earth, just totally opposite. I haven't yet seen a living creature, but here I'm not a little that seen any kind of living creature, because on earth people live, animals live, but here I can't I have been 2 hours, but still I can't see that, I doesn't see that living creatures are there or not. Is there no life on Mars? There is no noise at all except the slight gurgling of the river, and there also no noise, only the noise of river is there. Why is everything so quiet? Then at first I was afraid to taste the water in the river. Now first I just afraid to taste the water in the river. Then when I saw Newton is cat, when I saw Newton drink it, I cupped my hand and drank a mouthful of water. When I saw that Newton also drinking it, then I just make a cup of my hand and drank a full mouth of water. and it tasted absolutely wonderful. I had one sip, and I just only I'll take a one cup of my hand, or one sip I'll take only, and all my tiredness vanished. Vanished means just gone. But I am worried about Bidu Shekhar. I switched him on. Because Bidu Shekhar is a robot, and I switched him on as soon as we landed, but he did not move. But he did not move, or just do not just do any kind of reaction, but I already on it, that robot. Then, what's the matter? You do want to go out, don't you? Then professor asked that what is the matter with you? Why you are not moving and want to go out? Don't you? I asked him. That professor asked to robot. He shook his head. Then Bidu Shekhar just shook his head. Why? What's wrong? Then from the robot, the voice is there. This time, Bidu Shekhar's voice sounded frightened. It means that robot feel afraid and said Dengaha. He said, it means that robot said Dengaha. And that means I have no problem in following his words. That professor said, Ki I know the language of robot, so I could guess instantly that he meant to say danger. It means robot say danger, danger kind of word. When professor asked that why don't you go out? Then robot said danger. Then professor said, what danger? What are you afraid of? I asked. Then Bidu Shekhar again answered, Dengaha, Teril Dengaha. That means danger, terrible danger. He said nothing more, nor did he want to join us. Only the robot said these words, and nor he want to join us. So we had to leave him in the rocket. Only Prahlad, that servant, Newton cat, and I, that professor, sat foot on Martian soil. Then we have had the most terrifying experience on Mars. Now they all three just land on the, or sat foot on the Mars, that Martian soil, and then as soon as the sun rose next day, I left the mount where I was sitting. I was thinking of exploring further in bright daylight, because they just sat on, or they land on in the night. Now the next day, bright daylight is there, and he want to just explore more things, when a strong fishy smell hit my nostrils, and suddenly some fishy type of smell hit my nostrils, and I heard a strange sound, and also I heard a strange sound, and it sounded as if it is a large cricket was chirping loudly, and it looks like that a cricket was chirping. Cricket is a type of insect that has a very huge, or that type of noise, so chirping loudly, and the voice is like tintery, tintery, tintery. I looked around trying to understand where the sound was coming from, but at that very moment a terrible scream froze my blood, and I just want to know that where the sound from coming. And just instant, one terrible scream means someone is someone voice is very like high pitch scream, is that filled me with the fear or terrified me. And then I saw Prahlad servant. His eyes were wide open with fear. His right arm was wrapped around Newton, and he was running towards the rocket. And after hearing that noise, I saw Prahlad, his wide eyes open, his right arm is wrapped around the Newton, that cat, and both of them running towards the rocket as they want to go in the rocket, that type of thing. The creature that was chasing him was not human. Now, they saw that the someone is following us or chasing him, and then there is a creature, and that was not an human, nor an animal, nor a fish. Yet It had something in common with all three. It was about 4 feet high. It had legs and feet, but instead of arms, there were huge fins like fish. Its head was very big. There was a single large green eye in the center of the head. The mouth was wide open, but there is no teeth. Its whole body was covered with fish scales shining in the sun. As this is the presence of the creature or the presentation of creature. I ran after the creature. I was still about 20 yards. Yards means that 20, it's like a 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So 20 yards away from it when Prahlad climbed into the rocket quite safely. Now the servant already climbed into the rocket. Vidushekar jumped out of the rocket and stood in the creature's way. Now at that time, now Vidushekar just stepped out from the rocket when it's time to go into the rocket again. But now Vidushekar jumped out from the rocket and stood in the creature's way. A sudden gust of wind rose at that moment because so many creatures are coming, and that why a gust of wind is there bringing with it the same fishy smell, and smell is also coming. I turned around and saw at least 300 similar creatures were coming towards us, and they were all making that horrible noise, that is tintry tintry tintry. Vidushekar swung his arm and brought it down on the creature he was facing. Now, like those who are coming in the way, Vidushekar swung his arm and brought it down. It flapped his wings and fell to the ground. Vidushekar began moving towards the other creatures. He was not going to try and fight the entire Martian army on his own, was he? Desperately, that means that not knowing what else to do, I pressed the switch on his left shoulder because that switch on his Vidushekar fell down and stopped moving. Already it on, so switch it off. So Vidushekar fell down and stopped moving. The Martian army was now within 100 yards. Their smell and noise were getting stronger. How could I lift and remove a 90 kg robot? Because already Vidushekar is on the land and stopped moving, fell down. So how I remove or how I just get into the rocket? I called out Prahlad but get no reply because he also terrified. I began losing the screws on Vidushekar's waist, so I decided to lose the screws. So I just disassemble and then take into the rocket. The creatures were getting closer. There were now about 1,000 of them. I managed to separate Vidushekar's top half from his legs and dragged it back to the rocket. Then I began pulling at his legs. The army was within 50 yards away. When I went back to the open door of the rocket, pulling Vidushekar's legs, I saw that Prahlad had lifted the top half of Vidushekar's body into the main cabin. I pushed up the rest and the climb into the rocket myself. We had managed to escape from our Martians host, it means who receives guests. In the starting, they think that there are no creature living on the Mars, but after next day that they saw full Martian army, and then at the last they managed to escape or just go from their Martian host. So this is the all chapter about, and that is written by Satyajit Ray, translated by Gopa Majumdar. Thank you everyone.